What's going on, guys? SmallGuard here, back with another video. And today I'm going to be giving you guys my brand new 6'1" point guard build. Now I know a lot of people have been seeing me on tall point guards and are wondering if I was ever going to go back to a small point guard. And tall point guards are even fun and might be even a better all-around build. But if you're pretty decent at 2K after playing a day on a small guard, let me say it's a lot more fun. So make sure you guys watch the entire video, as I will be breaking down two builds very in depth. I'm going to be breaking down where to put all your max plus ones and max plus twos, what build specialization you're going to use, and where you're going to put all your future cap breakers. Now the two builds I'm going to show you are builds you're going to be able to use throughout the entire year of NBA 2K26. So you're not going to need to keep making builds over and over again every season. So once again, make sure you watch the entire video so you're not confused. Let's go ahead and get 2,000 likes on the video if you guys want an advanced dribble tutorial. If you're new, go ahead and hit that sub button, hit that like button, and turn on post notifications. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and let's get right into it. Now right here, getting into my brand new point guard build, you want to go position point guard, height 6'1", weight 192, and wingspan 6'2" as well. Now right here, let's go ahead and break down the build. You want to go with a 72 close shot, a 76 driving layup, an 87 driving dunk, a 31 standing dunk, and a 32 post control. Now with this 87 driving dunk, we're going to get some of the best dunk packages in the game. We're going to get contact dunks and posterizer on silver as well. And you may be asking, how are we going to get contact dunks or posterizer on silver? Because we're only going to get a 72 vertical. But I did make these builds based off the 9 cap breakers that we get early on and even more in the future. But coming right back here to our driving dunk, we're going to use 1 cap breaker on our vertical to move it from a 72 up to a 76. And this year in NBA 2K26, cap breakers are going to work a lot different. If you have a very low attribute, instead of your cap breaker raising it up by 1, it can raise it up by 2, 3, 4, or even 15 plus attributes with 1 cap breaker. So that's why we're going to end up using 1 cap breaker on our vertical to give us a 76 vertical, so we then get posterizer on silver, and we're going to unlock contact dunks as well. Now moving on to our shooting, we're going to have an 83 mid-range, a 93 three-pointer, and a 68 free throw. We're going to go ahead and choose a shooting build specialization. And if you guys didn't know, in every build specialization, we're going to get a max plus 1, a max plus 2, and 2 cap breakers that we can use on that specific build specialization. So right here with our 93 three-pointer, we're going to use 2 of our shooting cap breakers that we get from our build specialization to move our three-pointer up to a 95. Then we're going to use our rookie 5, our level 40, and our lifetime cap break to move it from a 95 three-pointer up to a 98 three-pointer. And that's going to give us all our shooting badges on Hall of Fame except for set shot specialist, which is going to be on legend. And now moving on to our max plus 1 and max plus 2 that we get from the shooting build specialization. We're going to use our max plus 1 on our Hall of Fame limitless range to move up to legend. Then we're going to use our max plus 2 on our Hall of Fame shifty shooter to move up to legend as well. Now right there, after using our max plus 1 and our max plus 2 on shifty shooter and limitless range, that's going to give us 3 out of our 5 shooting badges on legend. So we're now going to use our crew max plus 1 to move our mini marksman up to legend as well. And I know a lot of you guys may not have it unlocked yet, because I don't have it unlocked yet because it's level 29. But when you do get to level 29 or join a level 29 crew, that's going to be very important to use. And we're still going to have Deadeye on Hall of Fame, but I'm about to explain where to put that right now. Now moving on to our playmaking, you want to have a 71 pass accuracy, a 91 ball handle, and a 91 speed with ball. With our 71 pass accuracy, we're going to get dimer on silver. We're then going to use our max plus 2 tier 2 to move our dimer from silver up to Hall of Fame dimer. Now right here with our 91 ball handle, you need to make sure that if you have very few cap breakers, that you put a plus 1 on your ball handle to give you a 92 ball handle, because you're going to get a very attainable and easy cap breaker at level 8 in your crew. Now with our tier 1 max plus 2, you're going to have a bunch of different options to use it on. You can use it on handles for days to move it from gold up to legend, or you can use it on Deadeye to move it from Hall of Fame up to legend as well. Now there's going to be a couple more options that you can use it on with your defense. But before we get to our defense, let's go ahead and talk about our speed with ball. With our 91 speed with ball, we're going to get lightning launch on Hall of Fame. We're then going to use our regular max plus 1 tier 1 that we get from the battle pass to move our lightning launch from Hall of Fame up to legend lightning. Now moving on to our defense, we're going to have a 55 interior, a 94 perimeter defense, an 85 skill, and a 57 block. Now with our 94 perimeter defense, I know a lot of you guys might be thinking that is very high for a 6'1" build. And even with our skill being at 85, that is going to be very high compared to some other builds in NBA 2K26. But let me go ahead and break this down. You want to go 94 perimeter defense because in the future, you're going to be able to get a 99 perimeter defense. And there's going to be a total of 28 different cap breakers that you can earn in NBA 2K26. But all you're going to need is a total of 12 different cap breakers to go ahead and max the full potential of this build. So with our 94 perimeter defense, we're going to use our level 15 and our level 22 crew cap breakers to move our perimeter from a 94 up to a 96. And for right now, that's going to give us challenger on Hall of Fame. Now, like I was just saying with our tier 1 max plus 2, that we're going to have a bunch of different options to use it on, including on some of our defensive badges. Since we're not going to have a 99 perimeter defense until later on in the game, you can go ahead and use that tier 1 max plus 2 on challenger or even on ball menace to move it up to legend. But remember, once again, once you get a 99 perimeter defense on this build, once you earn all your cap breakers, you're not going to need to use it on challenger because it's already going to be on legend. And coming down here to our 85 steal, we're going to get glove and interceptor on gold. And once again, I know an 85 steal may be very high compared to some other builds in NBA 2K26, but we're going to need the most defense that we can on a 6'1" point guard build. And another great option that you can use your tier 1 max plus 2 on is interceptor to move it from gold up to legend. Now, to go ahead and finish off the build, you want to go with a 91 speed and 84 agility, a 49 strength, and a 72 vertical. Now, for our next point guard build, you want to go position point guard, height 6'1", weight 184, and wingspan 6'2". Now, right here with our finishing, you want to go with a 72 close shot, a 77 driving layup, an 87 driving dunk, a 28 standing dunk, and a 32 post control. Now, with our 87 driving dunk on this build, we're going to get posterizer on silver, and we're going to unlock all our contact dunks. And on a 6'1" point guard, that's going to be very important to have. Now, moving on to our shooting, you want to go with the 84 mid-range, a 94 three-pointer, and a 69 free throw. Now, with this build, we're not going to use our shooting build specialization, as there's going to be no point because this build does get a 99 three-pointer once you get 5 cap breakers. And with the 99 three-pointer, we're going to get all our shooting badges on legend. Now, with that being said, the easiest cap breakers to get to move your three-pointer from a 94 up to a 99 right away are going to be your rookie 5, level 40 lifetime and crew cap breakers. So make sure once you earn those cap breakers that you put it on your three-pointer so you can have a 99 three-pointer and all legend shooting badges. Now, coming down here to our playmaking, you want to go with a 71 pass accuracy, a 92 ball handle, and a 91 speed with ball. And right here, we're going to choose our playmaking build specialization. We're going to use the 2 cap breakers that we get from our playmaking build specialization on our ball handle to move it from a 92 up to a 94 ball handle. And with our 94 ball handle, we're going to get handles for days on Hall of Fame. Now, moving on to the max plus 2s and max plus 1s that we get from our build specialization, we're going to use our max plus 1 to move our lightning launch from Hall of Fame up to legend. Then we're going to use our max plus 2 on ankle assassin to move it from gold up to legend. Now, moving on to our defense, we're going to have a 46 interior, a 90 perimeter defense, an 85 steal, and a 57 block. Now, with our 90 perimeter defense, we're going to get challenger on silver, but we're going to go ahead and use 2 more cap breakers on our perimeter defense to move it from a 90 up to a 92. And with that 92 perimeter defense, we're going to get challenger on gold. Now, you need to remember that both these builds are going to be made for future cap breakers, so you're not wasting money making multiple builds. So the 2 cap breakers that we're going to use on our defense are going to be from our level 22 and level 30 in our crew, which may take a while to get. And after you're done using those cap breakers on your perimeter defense to move from a 90 to a 92, you need to remember as well that we can get up to a 95 perimeter defense on this build. So when you do get even more cap breakers in the future, you're going to be able to have a 95 perimeter defense and challenger on Hall of Fame. And with our regular tier 1 and tier 2 max plus 2 that we get from the battle pass, we're going to use our tier 1 max plus 2 on challenger to move it from gold up to legend. And we're going to use our tier 2 max plus 2 to move our dimer from silver up to Hall of Fame. And coming down here to my 85 steal, we're going to get glove and interceptor on silver and gold. We're then going to use our tier 1 and tier 2 regular max plus 1 that we get from the battle pass on interceptor to move it from gold up to Hall of Fame. And we're going to use our tier 2 max plus 1 on off ball pest to move it from Hall of Fame up to legend. And for the final max plus 1 tier 1 that we get from the crew, you can either use down on ball menace or pick dodger to move it from gold up to Hall of Fame. And to go ahead and finish off the build, you want to go with a 91 speed and 80 agility, a 60 strength, and a 75 vertical.